A top divorce lawyer went home to visit her parents during the May Day holiday, but on the street she came across a woman who had been abused by her husband. That evening during dinner, she heard the sounds of a couple arguing next door. Thinking of the abused woman from earlier, she curiously asked her mother who it was. After asking around, she found out it was her childhood friend being abused by her husband. The lawyer's expression turned cold, remembering how close they used to be as kids, and based on her legal experience, she knew this wasn't just a family dispute but a crime. Ignoring her parents' objections, she rushed to her friend's house to stop the man, but the man thought his wife had brought someone to humiliate him and tried to hit her again. The lawyer immediately revealed her identity and warned coldly that if he dared lay another hand on her, he'd spend the rest of his life in prison. He backed down right away, just when she thought it was over. The next day, her friend showed up at her door. She had found out that the woman was the most famous divorce lawyer in the city, and now she had come determined to get a divorce at any cost. While the lawyer was still hesitating, she saw more women from the village showing up one by one. Each of them bore signs of long-term abuse. The lawyer felt deep sympathy for their suffering, seeing that they were truly desperate to escape. She decided to help them, but the firm required a minimum fee of $10,000 per case. The women went silent for a moment, but in the end all 8 agreed to pay. On the day of the hearing, the lawyer used her expertise to help all 8 women win their cases, and sent the 8 abusive husbands to prison. The women were overjoyed, and called the lawyer a lifelong savior. But to her shock, the very next day, they came back furious demanding a refund, claiming the case was too easy, and that winning took only a few hours, so they couldn't possibly just give away their money. They also said making money was hard for them, but the lawyer told them the firm had strict rules and the fee was non-refundable. Her friend lashed out, accusing the lawyer of being greedy, and said if she were so capable, she should go make money in the big city, then cursed her, saying she would die soon for taking so much money. The lawyer was shaking with anger, and snapped back, saying they were the ones who had knelt at her door begging for help, but when she refused to refund them, they immediately turned against her, falsely accusing her of fraud, and even cursing her entire family. The chaos eventually alarmed her elderly father, who suffered a heart attack on the spot. Neighbors gathered after hearing the noise, only to see the friend put on an act, lying on the ground screaming, crying that the lawyer owed her money, and even hitting her, then urged the neighbors to call the police, and have the lawyer arrested. And so the lawyer was taken to the detention center, accused of fraud. The police later informed her that her father was out of danger, but might remain in a vegetative state for the rest of his life. Hearing this, the lawyer was filled with regret, and finally saw the true faces of the 8 women. Her chance for revenge was just around the corner.